Well, today, this first Thursday, is also the feast of St. Cajetan, a really wonderful saint with very edifying and encouraging stories in his life. One of the things that he did was he was the first one to institute the 40 hours devotion as a remedy to the heresy of Calvinism, but he was even more so devoted very much to Our Blessed Lady. And there is a story that one day, to reward him for this devotion, she appeared to St. Cajetan on Christmas Eve, and she was carrying the Christ child, and actually placed the Christ child in Cajetan's arms for him to hold for a while. But at the most important part of his life, which is his deathbed, Our Lady appeared again. He was dying and completely resigned to God's holy will, whatever it should be, when all of a sudden Our Lady appears again with the Christ child, and immediately Cajetan asks for Our Lady's blessing. And Our Lady wouldn't give it, but instead said, "Receive the blessing of my son, and know that I am here to become your reward for your long devotion and love towards me in life." And she was surrounded by angels, as she said that, the seraphim, they say. And she encouraged him, be patient for this little time that is left to you. Be patient as you fight against the demons who are attacking your soul. And she prayed for him, of course. And then, looking at him once more, he said, "My son is calling you. Let's go." And together they went into the kingdom of heaven. A very beautiful, beautiful story of a saint's deathbed. Today, on this first Thursday, I'm thinking that we should especially offer it for our sick priests who, whether on their deathbed or not, they still need prayers. Father Soleiman, who is one of our priests in the Philippines, he said just today that he's suffering from diabetes, but is still functioning. And then we have some other priests who are sicker, but on smaller levels. But the one that we should most of all pray for is a priest in Mexico who's been a friend of Bishop Dolan's for many years back, and a friend of Father Thielen's, Father Roberto Mardones. He's in Mexico City and just has a small little chapel with perhaps 20 or so souls, but he's been sick for a while with diabetes and just had surgery today, having a leg amputation. Do pray for him. But we also think that he may be near his deathbed. So let us today ask, well, who else? Our Blessed Mother, to go and visit his sick bed and to console him, to get him better if it is God's will. But if not, to conduct this priestly soul into the kingdom of heaven. May God bless you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.